Hi there. Thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Leigh. For the next 30 minutes, I'm going to share stories of hope, love, and inspiration. We've got some pretty amazing people all around us. Some of them live right around the corner from you. So sit back with your family, relax, and learn how people are coming together where you live. Most elementary school students aren't thinking about politics, but what if there was a fun and healthy way to get them interested? Dylan Thomas shows us how a competition is getting young minds engaged in where they live.
I kind of thought the Sunday would make it better.
At just 9 years old, Lana Fernandez is a published artist.
I like the mountains with the shading.
She just won a competition in Adams County, and Mom couldn't be prouder.
She's a better artist at her age than I was at her age.
Where her work will be on display, that's later on Together.
Well, what if eating was a struggle? Well, that's the case for one young woman who is battling a difficult disease. But instead of focusing on self, she's sharing her own life experience and the hopes of helping others. Karen Morfitt explains.
When you're a teenager, going out to eat is a big part of your social life, but it's something that gave Emma Graziano anxiety.
Definitely impacts me, like what I have to eat.
Emma has celiac disease.
Celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disease.
After learning to manage the illness, she's helping others.
We make connections, we share experiences.
What she's doing to make sure other teens with the disease have support. That's coming up on Together.
Can't wait to hear more from her. Well, finding a job is a big task for anyone, especially if you're homeless. Without a home, you don't have a mailing address. There's nowhere to store your stuff, and you don't even have a place to get ready. Mike LaBeda shows us what the city of Denver is doing to help those people land jobs.
Not everyone can say they love their job, but Rita Robledo can.
I'm happy. I'm really happy.
She cleans up Civic Center Park. It's a job she landed thanks to Denver Day Works.
It's enriched my life so much.
How the program has helped turn her life around, that's next on Together.
Well, graduation season is all wrapped up, but not before two incredible siblings were awarded special diplomas. 70 years after leaving high school, one left to serve our country, the other had to help her family. Well, last month, both of them finally walked across that stage. Tori Mason and photojournalist Kevin Hartfield were there.
While everyone's tassels were turning left, George Ramirez was headed east.
All through Europe.
It wasn't a gap year or a grad trip.
Landed up in Czechoslovakia at the last stop.
George had been drafted, but not to play sports.
I came home from the war, and my dad says, I was laid around the house for a couple of weeks. He says, you can't live like this. You got to get out and get yourself a job.
His sister Anita was already full-time. She left school at 15 to support her family.
You ready, Grandpa?
Ready to go?
Yep.
Now, their family is supporting them.
Are you guys nervous?
Yes. We're not used to the limelight.
They've heard the Ramirez name called on many stages.
Mr. George Ramirez.
Now, at 95 and 94, they've finally heard their own.
Miss Anita Ramirez Cruz.
They should have graduated in the 1940s.
How do you think you guys look?
But their diplomas read class of 2019.
Oh, I like it.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you.
Ready? Throw it up, Dad.
Because moments like this never get old.
I love that. Well, when asked if they were going to have any big parties after the ceremony, George and Anita said they were just looking forward to going home and taking a nap. Don't blame them one bit. Well deserved. Well, Adams County wants to get kids engaged in local government. That's why they held a contest asking students to design those popular I voted stickers. They hand them out on Election Day. Well, 4 kiddos were picked as winners. Dylan Thomas talked to the youngest contestant who won Best in Show.
I like the mountains with the shading. My favorite part.
9-year-old Lana Fernandez may be soft-spoken.
I wanted to have the American flag, but not on the whole thing.
But her artwork speaks for itself.
Kind of thought the Sunday would make it better.
She was one of dozens that participated in Adams County's I Voted sticker competition.
It seemed like a no-brainer given our push to get out to the schools.
A competition which was only open to students in the county from preschool to college. As you can see, the drawings were all unique and genuine to the artists.
We decided to incorporate as much of Colorado into it as possible.
Lana's mom only helped clean up the original design, which has the county logo, the mountains, and more.
She's a better artist at her age than I was at her age.
When they found out they won Best Overall Design,
I was like, what? Wow!
Lana's drawing will be printed on stickers for the 2020 presidential election. These other 4 will be used in other elections. Some say this is a great way to get the youth interested in elections, no matter how young or old they are.
You never know who's going to come up with something that you're looking for.
Really awesome job. If you want to see all of the award-winning designs, just visit our website, cbsdenver.com. Well, a teenager who struggles with a tough diagnosis is now using her knowledge to help out others. Emma Graziano has celiac disease. It means she cannot eat gluten. The disease, we know, can be isolating, especially for kids. But Emma wants to change that. She started her very own support group, and Karen Leigh and photojournalist Mark Nitro talked to Emma about how helping others helped her cope.
I was diagnosed with celiac disease in 2nd grade.
Nearly 10 years later, and it's something Emma Graziano has to think about every single day.
Definitely impacts me, like what I have to eat, making sure that I can find something to eat.
Celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disease.
Dr. Mary Scholl with Children's Hospital Colorado says those living with the disease have to abide by a strict diet.
Food is such an important social activity for so many people that feeling like you're different can be very hard, especially as a teenager.
The solution? A support group geared toward young people. Graziano came up with the idea and used her role as a Girl Scout to make it happen.
We get together, we find a gluten-free place, we make connections, we share experiences.
While busy hosting those meetings, she's also aiming to get accurate information to the community, a role Dr. Scholl was more than qualified to help with.
So I was actually diagnosed with celiac disease when I was a teenager, and I would have loved to have Emma's group.
In just a few short months, Graziano says she's already seeing success.
We really enjoy sharing these experiences and making these connections.
Karen Leigh joins us now. We want to talk more about her and just this great idea. And I'm so impressed with her being such a young age and doing so much for those around her.
She really is. And, this really all started with her own struggle and wanting to find support.
Yeah.
And that's what she went out looking for and didn't find it. And so she decided she'd do it herself.
What a difference this must have made in her life and in the life of those people that she's helping out. Let's talk a little bit about her.
Absolutely. Well, you heard her there. She's had this since, diagnosed with it since 2nd grade. And so this is something that she's been learning how to deal with for years. And so going to get-togethers or events, she started to notice that she was feeling a little bit isolated and didn't want anyone else to feel that way. And that's when she decided that she was going to do something about it. And she put this support group together, and she reached out to some of the groups out there already, but that aren't aimed towards teenagers. And that's really what she was looking for, was something that's more teen focused, but she wasn't finding.
Yeah, there probably wasn't much of that out there at all.
There was nothing until now.
Oh, that's so great. Well, let's talk a little bit about the support group, how people can learn more about it, where they can find it, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So she, it's called CEL Teens, Celiac Teens, and it's part of the Denver Celiacs, and that's part of the National Association. And so Denver Celiacs is the local chapter, and then she's a part of that. And so on their website, they have all of the information that you need as far as what to find, like the next event, and where to find Emma. And if you just have questions, they have so much information on there about places that you can go, things to do, or different events that they're holding, and those that are focused specifically towards teens.
Yeah, you were just sharing with me that there's a whole bunch of restaurants on there that we can find out.
Everything. I mean, it's pretty amazing because you don't think about how hard it is to just go to dinner with this, but it is hard for her, and it is hard for her family. And then there's so much information on there, and we do have that online at cbsdenver.com.
Karen,
Make
thank
it
you.
easy.
Yeah, so nice to meet her. Well, next time you're out walking your dog, you can do more than get some good exercise. How you can help keep your neighborhood safe while you're out and about.
Together with Karen Leigh, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
Well, we all know Coloradans love their dogs. That's why a veterinary clinic teamed up with law enforcement to keep pets healthy and neighborhoods safe. The Planned Pethood Clinic in Wheat Ridge got people enrolled in what's called Pups on Patrol. Program teaches dog owners and their pets to be on the lookout during their walks. Jennifer DeLorenzo loves her own dog, but makes a career out of walking others.
Definitely in like certain blocks that we walk, I just watch for suspicious activity, things that aren't normal on our street.
As part of the event, the clinic offered free vaccinations so pets could stay up to date on their shots while they were out there. Look at those puppies. Oh, I love dogs. Lauren's with us now. We want to talk a little bit about some of the pictures that you're sending in. It's getting to be that great time of the year when we can all get outside and enjoy all types of things.
Exactly. Send us your puppy pictures of you guys out and about enjoying. Yes, I would really love to see those. Let's take a look at some of the pictures we got this week. This is from Morgan Ryan. That is her son Max's first Rockies game. Look at that little chunky guy there. He is so cute, and he is ready for a great Rockies season. And this is from Maren Hamilton. She's on the Junior League 100-year committee, so that's the group of ladies this year.
That's awesome.
As they celebrated their 100 years of Junior League here in Denver, they completed 100,000 hours of community service.
Well done.
A job well done by that group of women.
Yeah, we so appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for that. And as Lauren just mentioned, now that the weather's getting warmer, send in those great pictures of you and your family outside. You can email them at togetherforcolorado@cbs.com. You can email me immediately, kaylee@cbs.com. You can also post it on social media using the hashtag #4Colorado. And we always look forward to hearing from you, so shoot us an email too. Well, for many Colorado children, the best, healthiest food they get comes while they're at school. But what happens when school is out? We're going to tell you about the program that's making sure kids get fed all summer. Coming up on this week's Together for Colorado calendar, on Wednesday it is Bike to Work Day. More than 300 stations will be set up throughout the metro area. They'll be offering everything from breakfast treats to free gear for cyclists. Thursday, it's a golf tournament for a great cause. Pelican Lakes Golf Course in Windsor is hosting Putting for a Purpose. Proceeds support the Children's Miracle Network. Then over the weekend, it is Bike MS. The ride from Westminster to Fort Collins raises money to support those fighting multiple sclerosis. For more information on these events, just visit the Together for Colorado section of CBSDenver.com. Local schools and food banks are coming together to make sure that kids keep eating healthy during the summer months. Summer Food Service Program in Aurora offers families free breakfast and lunch all summer. They make it fun by offering the kids activities, and they've got vendor booths out there. Food Bank of the Rockies also hosts mobile pantries through the summer. Says the biggest challenge is getting the word out to those who really need it.
We really want families to know that it's okay to get help if people are in need. That's why Food Bank of the Rockies is here.
This summer, Aurora Public Schools expects to provide 11,000 breakfast and 33,000 lunches to families. A program that's helping the homeless get jobs recently marked 2.5 years. It's called Denver Day Works. It not only gives people work, it also connects them to services so they can get back on their feet, take care of themselves. The program has helped more than 300 people since 2016. Michael Abeda shares one of the many success stories.
Rita Roblero is at work.
I love my job.
She works for the city of Denver, tending to the public restrooms and keeping Civic Center Park clean.
I'm happy. I'm really happy.
But she hasn't always been so lucky. 3 years ago, she was homeless and trying desperately to find work. Without a permanent address, it was nearly impossible.
When you're living on the streets, when you're not housed or anything, it's really hard.
Then she got involved with Denver Day Works. It's a partnership between private industry and the city that eliminates barriers like homelessness for people who want to work. The program pays people $70 a day plus a bus pass and 2 meals for a day's work. They even connect them with housing.
I mean, they could do anything as far as picking up trash, going and picking up the parks.
But more importantly, it gives people work experience, which they can use to land a full-time job. Like Rita did, she turned her day works job into a job with Parks and Rec. She says it's been life-changing.
It's enriched my life so much. I can't even explain how much better I feel about myself, the people around me, my relationships with my daughter, my grandkids.
Congratulations, Rita. Just fantastic. If you know someone who would like to get involved in that program, the City of Denver holds orientations every Monday afternoon. You will find more information on that at our website, cbsdenver.com. If you need more proof of how awesome our students are, look no further than these kids. What they did to support the homeless in Denver. You can find more information on all of our Together for Colorado stories featured in today's show by visiting our website, cbsdenver.com. Well, Greeley isn't necessarily known for being the most exciting town in Colorado, but like many places in our state, Greeley is certainly changing, and the city wants you to know all about it. Jeff Todd shows us how shutting down streets is driving more people into town.
They may not look like much, but these gates are actually playing a huge part in revitalization in downtown Greeley, and Allison Hamling is behind all of it.
Downtown 8 years ago was a lot of boarded up stores and a lot of empty spaces for rent.
It's been Allison's job to change all that.
Closed the street and had a block party every Friday.
She first worked on the state's common consumption law,
allowing people to take their drinks around outside of a bar. There are bars now that didn't exist at the time, the restaurants that came and opened specifically because of the Friday Fests that they'd heard about.
Friday Fest has allowed a path for other events like Monster Day.
It's a day celebration of all things monster.
It started with the idea of a Greeley company involved in costume design for Hollywood. Now the city has an official mascot. She also started Blarney on the Block.
So I thought, well, let's just do something really small. We get, 6,000 people or so now downtown for St. Patrick's Day celebration.
She was honored by the Colorado Tourism Office for having the biggest impact for the entire Northern Front Range.
I'm thrilled for Greeley because I really think this award celebrates Greeley as a destination.
Her attention now is on this summer's events.
Just picture the most fun street festival with, as I said, with the fire spinners and balloon artists and face painters, and people come down with their families.
She credits the team around her, all having a hand in the revitalization downtown.
Now I think people are starting to recognize Greeley as a tourist destination, and that's what makes me happiest about this award.
I love so much about that. Downtown Greeley's Friday Fest happens every Friday night through September 6th. Well, some elementary school students are already learning the importance of giving back. The kids at King Murphy Elementary hosted a penny drive. It might not seem like much, but those pennies add up. They raised more than $900. That money is going to go directly to the Denver Rescue Mission, which provides shelter and services for the homeless. Well done. In Arapahoe County, another group of elementary school students is showing support for the sheriff's office there. These kids at High Plains Elementary made these thank you notes. They wanted deputies to know just how much they appreciated the extra patrols around their school. The handwritten notes put a big smile on those deputies' faces, and they say taking care of the kids is a privilege for them, and it's one that they love. Well, show us how people are coming together where you live. You can post it to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag #4Colorado, and I'll be sure to share it right here on our show. Thank you for joining us on Together. We'll be back here at the same time next week with an entirely new set of stories that we can't wait to share with you. In the meantime, I hope to hear from you, so don't forget to send me your story ideas and your pictures. Email me at klee@cbs.com. Until then, we leave you with music from the Denver Day of Rock. A great event takes place every Memorial Day weekend, raises money for AMP the Cause. It's a nonprofit, raises money for children's charities.